ago. There was a scene where James Spader character had imprisoned a guy, taking him by force and stuff. And he's in the back of a car, and they show them, and then they scroll up, and you see the driver, and the driver's a friend of mine, just playing an extra part in Blacklist.
Awesome.
His name's Dan the Man Clemenson, and he is playing just the driver in that scene. I mean, it's literally a 5-second clip that you see him in, but
oh wow,
somebody I know, I worked with him at Camp of the Woods.
Oh, that's pretty neat. That's cool.
Another network show that I wasn't, from previews, I was kind of like, but my nephew Derek got me into Gotham on Fox. With Ben McKenzie and Jada Pinkett Smith and Donal Logue, and it's kind of like following Jim Gordon before Batman was really around.
Oh, cool!
And it is a neat concept, and it's kind of a lot of character development for all the bad people, and actually Bruce Wayne is a kid in this one. It's Jim Gordon kind of watching out after him as he's a kid, and how he's kind of the development of him turning into Batman. And so the first season was just great, and the second season's on right now, but obviously I won't be able to watch all of that until the second season comes out. NBC is one of those after the season comes out, and I think AMC does it too, where after a season's done, they'll put it on Netflix that year during the summer or the fall right before the show starts. But unlike Showtime with like Californication, where they wait till a series is completely done before they sell it to Netflix.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that worked, because I mean I always don't do enough research on that, thinking, oh, when it's going to come out on Netflix, and I wait and wait. And I don't think about. I'm sure there's reasons and laws and money making to be had.
Contracts, yeah.
Yeah, and I know that's what's cool about what these directors and writers have done. They've reinvented these, like what you said with Gotham. They reinvented old storylines and twisted them, or have backstories to what we've already seen, like Star Wars. They tried to do that with those 3 prequels, and then this one is a mix of everything and a new story. So, and I liked it okay. I liked it all right, but I still like the first 3 the best. But the newest one, the newest Star Wars, it was good. But, I mean, I didn't like it as well as the first Star Wars, but that's probably just because it was fresh and new to me. And I was also probably in kindergarten, I think, when that happened. I remember. But
one other show I'd want to mention from cable networks, from Stars, is a show called Spartacus.
Okay.
Here's some more historical fiction. And it was actually played, the main character's name was Andy Whitfield.
Yeah.
And he was throughout the whole first season. And also it's got Lucy Lawless on there.
Okay.
From Xena Warrior Princess.
Yes,
and I thought it was pretty good. It is bloody. It is gory. It is a lot of nudity because like the houseworkers were all slaves, and they just didn't give them much clothes and everything. But it actually has some really good plot lines on trying to turn from a gladiator into a regular citizen, or how they ended up in those locations. Then they did a short second season. It was only like 6 episodes, kind of like a prequel on how that place got started, where they trained the gladiators.
Okay.
And then the third season, it came back for a full season, and I haven't finished it because, unfortunately, the main character, Andy Whitfield, had died from leukemia.
Oh, wow.
At the age of like 28 or something. And the guy that took his place it's hard to go from one character, one actor to the next and have the same type of mannerisms and things. And I just didn't like him as much. I watched a few of them, but it's pretty interesting, and definitely a lot of deceit going on throughout that whole thing, and dealing with politics and stuff, trying to get your gladiators into the games and everything. So it's pretty showy. It's on Netflix now too.
Oh, wow. And speaking of that, too, I noticed, I came across this on accident the other night. I was flipping through the channels, and I saw the Vikings on the History Channel. And I think that's a series, too. I taped 6 episodes. Have you tried it? Is it good?
I want to get it from the beginning. I'm waiting for it to come out so I can watch from the beginning. Colvin's been watching it, Josh has been watching it from the beginning, and he really likes it.
Okay. Yeah, I looks really good, and I like that stuff anyway. So I was like, I jumped in and hit record just for this season. I guess it's season 3 is what I was taping. Recording. I really would like 1 and 2, so I'm just gonna wait around and see if I'm sure the History Channel is gonna do a marathon on it. I just need to look it up and find out.
Yeah, at some point in time they will.
Yeah. So that's good to know. And also, my wife found her debit card, so that's good information for current on time stuff. So, so that's good.
So we've done a lot of the series and shows on TV. How about some of the movies from the past year?
Yeah, see, that would help me because I pretty much I think I only watch Star Wars, and I know you probably have seen more than me, so I'd like to hear about
probably
some of this.
So.
Yeah.
I'll start off with one with just a great book. First is Martian, written by Andy Weir, who's just a complete nerd and geek. I mean, the guy was hired at the age of 15 or 16 and started working for a contract company for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. But his hobbies are astrophysics and that kind of stuff. And so, I mean, that's a hobby for him. But he got into coding and everything. But this was actually his second book, but it was his first one that they released, Martian, with, and, you know, in less than a year, it was picked up and turned into a movie.
I think I'm getting senile because I did see that, but I got it as soon as it came out on DirecTV On Demand. I ordered it as soon as it came out, and I really liked it, but I think it was slow, but I enjoyed it. I think some people would think it's too slow, but I really liked it.
I did
Matt
too,
Damon,
and of course, actually, there's only so much you can cover in a movie. The part of that was a real treachery for him that they really didn't it wasn't that in depth. Was the trip to the rocket part that he had to take off on was just an enormous task for all the things that he had to do, and that's what a lot of the book actually focused on, was that simply that trip to get there. And obviously, you know how he made jokes about disco music for one.
Yeah.
He did that for all of them. He found all their things that they were brought on technology and had little jokes for all of them. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I mean, I thought it was awesome. And I'm really, you know, the last few years, anything science fiction, I've been all over. I've been trying to watch them when they come out because I don't know, I loved Interstellar. I liked Gravity. I just really liked them all. And I couldn't wait for Martian to come out. And it was pretty much, it was what I pretty much thought it would be about. So it was pretty good.
The only bad science in the whole movie was the windstorm at the beginning. There's not enough atmosphere on Mars to create a windstorm that strong.
Okay.
That's the only. Other than that, the eating the potatoes to survive, having the bacteria help you make dirt and soil to grow the potatoes in, all that stuff has actually been proven. That's the only real bad part of that movie was that.
Now it tells
you. How about sci? You talked about sci-fi.
Yeah.
How about other sci-fi, kind of like the futuristic sci-fi with Mad Max, the new one that they redid?
Oh yes, and guess what? I got that on HBO Go. I watched that.
What a great movie!
I loved it. I thought that was awesome. I was pumped. I loved that thing. It was great.
Yeah, that's one I would like to buy actually because it was just Charlize Theron and it is just. I mean, that's pretty good CGI stuff they had going there, too, with her missing her hand.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. And I'm sure they're going to have another one. Wouldn't you guess they're going to have a sequel because of how it ended? I mean, I don't know if it's
I would imagine. And it was actually nominated for Best Picture, and you don't see that much for futuristic shows.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. And I was trying to think, was American Sniper in this last year? Because I got that one too, but it might be a year or so before this one, but I couldn't remember when it came out.
Good question.
It was good. I liked it.
2015.
Okay.
And then more sci-fi stuff. You got Jurassic World.
Okay, I think my kids saw that. I didn't see that. They went with a friend and they liked it, but I heard it was I thought it was a big movie. It was a big.
It was well done, and the main character, the guy, what's his name? Oh shoot! He also plays on like Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was also in probably my favorite show in the past 5 years. Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, that's right.
And I can't even think of his name right off the hat.
Okay.
Chris Pratt.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Any other movies you remember from the past year? Because I like hearing reviews from people I know about
Here you
movies.
go, historical fiction for you.
Okay.
Bridge of Spies with Tom Hanks.
Oh,
excellent.
Yes, and I'm a big Tom Hanks movie fan, so that's something I saw in a Redbox the other day going by a convenience store. I'm like thinking, man, I think I'd probably like that.
You would like it. I don't know. Everybody I saw that I knew liked it.
What time period? World War II?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Cold War or World War II. I didn't get a chance to look at it too close, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then if we go back to the drug trade stuff, Sicario didn't get a real lot of headway and advertisement.
Okay.
But it was actually nominated for best cinematography. But Sicario is Hitman in Mexican Spanish.
Oh wow!
And so it's completely about the drug trade and tunnels and stuff from America to the United States, and it's kind of a few little politics that are played within police departments to get things done, from the FBI to the local to the state and so forth. But it was definitely I liked it. It's not one for kids by any means.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I haven't seen Leonardo DiCaprio's The Relevant yet, but I've heard good stories about it too. I'm probably going to watch it on RainierLand.com.
Okay.
Website. I told you I could.
Cool.
Do things here and there.
Now, what's that show? What's that movie based off of? It's
supposedly based off a historical book about a guy that's living, times when pioneers are still going around, moving west, and
okay.
Guy ends up killing his son, and it's all about revenge at that point.
Okay. Well, cool. And those are the ones you saw in the theater in the last year? All those?
I didn't see Relevant.
Okay, that one, but okay.
Trying to see look at the list here of some of the other ones. Spectre with James Bond came out in 2015, and it was good. It was long, but it was well done. I think it ended. I think that's his last one that he's going to do for. Let's see, what's his actual name? Dang it, can't even find it here.
There's one coming up that I want to see in April, but my kids thought it'd be neat, but I really like the trailers for Jungle Book that's coming out in April.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
That looks really good. That looks really, really neat. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm trying to think if there was another one. When I saw Star Wars, there was a lot of good trailers out for upcoming movies in the spring, and that was one that I thought would be good.
Did you by chance see Steve Jobs? I didn't see it. I heard it was more of a love story than it was about his business.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a love story. It may not be up my alley, but it'd be interesting to see it. But
yeah, Jupiter Ascending was the one that actually got rated as one of the worst movies done in the last year, and it had Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis in it. Okay. And I thought it was all right. It was entertaining. It's definitely sci-fi, but
is it sci-fi comedy or no? Just sci-fi?
Not just sci-fi action.
Okay.
But it was really.
You said Jupiter
Rotten
Rising?
Tomatoes. Yeah, Jupiter Rising. It's the Wachowski brothers that did it, which kind of surprised me on how poorly it did. It lost money.
Okay. Wow, that's not good.
Yeah. I don't think anything else out there that in the past year that was.
I watched.
New Mission Impossible was good.
Okay, is that Mission MI5? Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
And actually, there's a new Bourne movie coming out. I'd like to see.
And it's got Matt Damon in it again, which looks great.
Yeah, I can't wait because I saw the first. I think there are 2 or 3 with Matt Damon, and I missed the one. I don't know. Was it the Bourne Ultimatum? I'm not real sure. I didn't see the 3rd or 4th one with the one not with Matt Damon.
Jeremy, what's his name? The 4th
Renner?
one, which was a take a breath. Yeah, Jeremy Renner did the 4th one.
Okay, and I didn't see that one, but I'm looking forward to seeing the next one. It looks really good. And I know we're back to streaming. One that it's kind of been on for a while, but I don't know if it was Showtime or what. But Nurse Jackie, I watched 3 episodes of that last night, and it's okay. It's kind of
it's okay. Actually, Miss Jackson loved that show. She
really?
tried to get me hooked on it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There's a person who liked her movies and shows too. Was Jill Jackson.